Good morning, everybody. It is March the 16th, 2018. Hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations, unlike an actual performance record. Simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may have been overcompensated for the impact of any of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to shown. Well, it is Friday. It is the end of the week. This is the top of the trading range right here, 20 to 24, and the market has been up most of the week. Weakness in the Emini has had a lot to do with it. Weakness in the retail sales numbers. Some news articles are out there questioning whether the FOMC will raise rates on March the 21st as per the guidance or not. So there's a little uncertainty given the last couple of months of retail sales figures. Remember, the second leg of the Trump economic growth is the consumer spending, and that wasn't going to increase until February. So we probably won't see the results of that until maybe March or April. And what is Trump doing, like all of these people, to keep the markets at least sideways? We're going to have a second round of tax reductions. So just when that'll be, we don't know. Just what they'll be, we don't know. Probably won't be for corporations. Probably be for individuals. So this is how the ECB, how the Fed, how governments try to manage their economy, or at least keep the sellers out of it. So I'm guessing we have a lot of news today. Housing starts, they'll take a look at 1.28. Permits, 1.32. IP plus 0.4 could come in lower than forecast. Manufacturing IP plus 0.4 could come in lower than forecast because of the automobile industry. Capacity utilization 77.7. No one really pays a lot of attention to that until it gets north of 80. Consumer sentiment 98.8. It's a 2-week measurement. Stock market's been down. That number might be lower. JOLTS 5.8 million. No one will pay any attention to that besides Janet Yellen. And Baker Hughes rig count. Don't know what that's going to be. So we're going to play for a trading range market. I think the big thing will be the direction of the E-mini post the news, and I'm guessing the E-mini's sideways because of option expiration, which leads me to believe that treasuries will sell end of week profit taking. So the big round of news comes at 8:30. At 9:15 Eastern with the industrial production numbers. Or is it 9:45? I think it's 9:15. Have to double check that. So first sell is 19 to 23. 27.31 sell 2. On the buy side, playing for lower, so we'll go for 9 to 13 for buy 1. I like to get it done against 8 if possible. 1 to 5 buy 2. Don't want any part of the short side of the market if the E-mini is selling. Okay, just because I want to buy 9s to 13s, the overnight session low is 14, so we have to see what happens when we get down there at 13 or 14. Sometimes they don't let me do what I want to do. Thanks, Charles. 9:15 Eastern. That's the big number this morning. I thought that's what it was, but I was going to double check. Okay, looking at the 30-year, projected prices above 8. We're at 02 last, so 4 to 8, 1. Sell 11 to 15, let them go a little bit higher. Get stops, sell 2, 19 to 23. Again, if the Emini is selling, we don't want to be short. On the buy side, 24, 28 is number 1. 17, 21, buy 1. And we'll make 9 to 13, buy 2. The knob spread is widening, so there's a different feel. It could be just from short covering, but there's a different feel in treasuries right now. Okay, gold sold. We thought it might. We had 13 to 15 was our buy zone. Still looks pretty good last night. For those of you in Europe, hopefully you're taking advantage of it. 9 to 11 will be buy 2. Kind of looks like a trading range to me, right? Buyer at 15, seller at 28. Don't go well, duh. Actually, let's make it 15 to 17 with this split. And 10 to 12 for buy 2. Okay, on the sell side, we had this spill from 22, so 20 to 22 is resistance, sell 1. 24, 26, sell 2. $25 is where the seller starts in gold. I had a lot of trouble again getting into GoToMeeting. I have to completely shut down and reboot. I would guess we're probably trading. I had the rollover on 19, but I guess we're probably trading June euros. So let me go back and change that. Find out where the Peter, the board says the 19th, but we'll go to June. That's what the market action's telling me, and we'll let that rebuild. Come back to that. I got about, what, 75? So 24.25, sell 1. 24.50, sell 2. It's a roll. They're buying the front. They're selling the second month. Selling June, buying March, selling June. The hedge is 75 to 85 is support, buy 1. And then 50, buy 2. Well, the grandson comes today. He'll be with us through Monday. He'll be in this afternoon. And we're looking. The wife is ecstatic, and it's going to be fun to play with the little guy. He never cries. We'll see if we can change that, right? We'll try to push his envelope and see where his tolerance is. I'm just kidding. Okay, in May crude today, 61.35, so I sound like a broken record. 61.50, 61.75, sell 1. 62, 62.25, sell 2. I've got a seller above 62. We've got a buyer below 60.50. And we're just kind of right in the middle. Don't have an advantage one way or the other. So 75 to the buck by 1. And 25 to 50, same numbers we had last night, by 2. Okay, I put a little video out last night that hopefully will make it to the website just on reversing off of P's and B's. It's a very, very simple strategy. If you've got volatility, it works. You catch 10 to 20 point trades in the Emini when you're right. When you're wrong, you're losing a couple on the reversal, scratching. Didn't see yesterday a loss bigger than 2 on a reverse, but it could certainly happen. But it's just, we're going to really, really focus on that. Trying to simplify, trying to play off of dynamics that we know exist, and try to make it a little easier for you, the trading. Okay, I went back and looked at the option play on the E-mini. Today's quad witching hour. The issue is, can we sell 4 days in a row? 3 days, 3-day rally, 3-day rally. Kind of stalled up here. You could say 4 or 5 day rally right there. 4 days on the breakout. 4 days on the breakout. This is when we were, the market just wasn't allowed to sell. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got like 5 days of straight selling. That's been it. So we don't break the market today. My guess is the swing trader will exit their trade. And why might we not break the market today? Option expiration, quad witching hour. Lots of activity. Puts 25 to 50. The calls are 50 to 70. Then they jump to 2,800. And you can go that just looking at the open interest. So the price that makes the market maker the most money is a close today at 27.50. Housing starts 1.28. Permits 1.32. Big number IP plus 0.4. Manufacturing IP now. Industrial production plus 0.4. If we see softening, there's a lag time between when manufacturers cut production or start to build production. So I don't know. I don't have a strong feel for these numbers based on the last couple of months of retail sales. You would expect this number to be down a little bit. Based on increase in tariffs for steel for drill pipe, it might be up. I just don't have a feel for it. 77.7 for capacity utilization. Don't want to pay any attention to it. Consumer sentiment 98.8. Jolts 5.8. No one pays any attention to that. Past Yellen. And Baker Hughes rig count was 1257. 973. Crude's holding in there pretty well, so we can see both of these numbers go up. So consumer sentiment, industrial production, and maybe starts will be what the market keys off of. So the first news out was going to be housing starts. That's going to be number 1. This will be the second wave of news. That'll be the third. Pretty much where we were yesterday, 59 to 64, sell 1. Obviously, at 65, 67 area is where we expect resistance to be. Then 69 to 74, leaning against 75 for sell 2. Buy side, we'll keep our 46.41s options. They have to scare both sides of the market so they can run it down or run it up. So we'll try to buy that area, but the buy might be at 51 to get started, don't know. And then 31.36 for buy 2. Volume is moving up in the distributions. So we've got pretty good resistance at starting at 60 to 67, and got pretty good support starting at 37 to 45. Any questions? Take a bit to get everything up and published. Going to get busy on that. Back with you ASAP. Thanks, Hayward.